turns a very strange...
No, it's...
Wait, what did you put in there?
I put powdered giant stag beetle horn and dried silk. Which might have residue.
Okay.
That would be painful.
Nothing happened.
That'd be fun to play with.
Okay, so everything I've had had to be done with liquid.
I'm saying it as a sadistic dom, though.
I'm actually going to go out to seek Bob.
Okay.
Oh.
What did you mess up in your experiment?
No, something I need.
Pet pig with Gracie. Cousin.
Where are you building tents?
I showed you.
Oh, he's in one of the buildings.
You don't even know which one I'm talking about.
I guess I'm gonna go look inside buildings.
You find Bob?
Blurred out the cow's face.
Hello. You said you were harvesting drider venom.
Yeah.
How much did you perhaps get?
I only got one vial. Hold on, let me... One flask.
How big is this flask? How much is in it?
It's about a pint glass, and you filled it to the top.
To the top? Can I barter that off?
For a friend, you can have it.
Oh.
I'd rather barter it off of you.
I'm going to take the flask and I'm going to put a sapphire in her hand, and it's like, I'll feel a lot better with this. It's probably a lot more than this is worth, but just take it. I can always get more.
Poor God. Oh, thanks for a second. Does he poop sapphire?
He doesn't
say it out loud. I'm already gone by this. Like I gave him and was like, good night, thank you, bye.
And he looks at the sapphire and just shrugs and wipes.
I'm now going to add the pint of drider venom to the.
All right.
Well, you said for me to use this.
I know.
I'm trying. And I'm trying to use it in like applicable ways, like the stag horn, like giant like stag beetle horn, reinforce the bow itself.
All right. So it turns into a green sludge. It then begins to fill up the basin, and it keeps filling up the basin. It begins to overflow over the basin.
I'm also backing up after that. I'm just kind of like. Yeah.
So it's
I'm going to walk outside and open the leaf window and watch.
So
I had no light coming from mine because I can see in the dark, so not like anybody sees this anyway. I'm just like. Ugh.
So it overflows until it's completely covering the bow, and then you hear a crackling sound, and that is all. Okay.
Does the sludge dissipate or
no?
Okay.
But it does stop overflowing and spreading. There's just.
Okay. How much do you think bow? Actually, I can probably find the bow's weight.
So this is happening at night. Yeah.
Yeah, I usually do it in the safety of
the shroud of night. I sound like that, but I'm not.
Oh.
Just running. Yeah, fuck it.
That's alright, everyone else has to prepare spells anyway.
Those jokes that are so bad, it's not even worth saying the second half of them. Because they just aren't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, what time do you have to be done, Tom?
I don't have anything to do.
I mean, he doesn't have school tomorrow. So.
I do have the papers to write tomorrow.
The what?
Didn't you say you did that yesterday?
No, I have more. I wrote 2 last night, spent 3 hours on math homework, and I have 2 more to write tomorrow.
Sounds like college.
Colleges. Yeah. Do you need to be asleep by any time? Luna. When do you want your bedtime to be? Okay. Well, I guess we're just playing until. Maybe y'all will get to the.
I love how you've learned to not even bother asking the guy who has to be in at work at 10:30 in the morning.
I know you don't care.
Okay, so I'm going to mage hand the bow. You know, from the inside, you know, to go through the door.
It doesn't move.
Does it move?
It does not move.
Just ate the bow.
Either it's heavier or it's stuck.
Yeah.
I want to make lumberjack. Look.
What's your passive knowledge nature? You don't have one, do you?
I don't have. I have knowledge arcana, but it would be kind of.
I also don't think you can do passive knowledges.
Yeah,
I don't think you can take 10. If it's something that's a DC 10 or less, though, he can make a roll for it.
I don't know what the DC would actually be. I was gonna make one up, but now that I know, but I wouldn't know what if it would be 10 or not. Huh?
I'm going to mage hand a tiny globule of the green liquid and touch it.
None of it comes.
So it is sticky.
Okay. Web worked. Web really, really worked. So good. It's a solid mass, so it's not. Could mage hands like circle off like a liquid like that, or slime as it is right now?
I'd say you could probably use it to pick up a rock or something else and maybe press it with that, but the mage hand by itself wouldn't be precise enough to do that for us, would be what I would rule, since it's just an orison, but it's just 5-pound telekinesis is pretty much the only description it gives.
Yeah. On an unattended object.
Oh, yeah.
And it is unattended, it's an object, but I just don't know if I could scoop out like a 5-pound segment because it is a liquid. I mean,
You
you'd
can
think.
try.
That's what I was trying.
Nothing happens.
Thanks! Didn't know you figured that out!
Glad I could help.
God damn it.
Always trying to help. That's me.
Oh, that is cramping my foot.
Don't do it.
One of those.
I don't know why I did that.
You need more potassium. Go eat a
I
banana.
eat plenty of potassium. I just don't normally move my foot that way, that's all. Sitting from this position trying to use my mouse pad with my toe.
Don't.
Well,
do
I'm
that
going to
then.
go.
Well, I did it the second time and it was fine.
I'm going to.
Just stick your face in it, man. It's
Well, I
fine.
was going to go touch it.
What was once sludge has now hardened into a crust.
Ew.
So there's just.
Oh, so it is just a solid object now. Okay. I'm going to take out my old skizor.
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to
Upgraded.
I'm going to de-equip my silver one, put it back. It's like I'm just going to start hammer.
It shatters on the first time. It's not very thick. It's hollow in the basin. The basin is unchanged. The bow, however, is very changed. It is now jet black and has the string has been replaced with what looks like drider web, and then there is also a horn type object attached to the string.
That seems incredibly useless.
Like a horn object attached to the string.
Keep in mind, I'm an awful artist, so it's probably going to make it more confusing.
Is it just like what the
Alright.
horn would have been in its original shape is on the string at some point.
So, bow. Here's the bow part. I know it looks like a banana, but bear with me.
I thought it looked like a croissant, but
Or a boomerang. Alright, here's the string.
yard.
It has the string about in the middle has a horn that reaches the inside of the bow.
Oh.
But it is also attached to the string.
So when you use it, it'll shatter the bow.
No, like it's not.
Because like if it reaches the thing,
It
then when you
reaches
pull
it,
it
but it
back,
doesn't, like-
and then when it goes, the recoil.
It reaches it, but it's not like resting against it or anything. Look, I'm not a good artist, and I'm not good at weapons either. I don't know
Like,
how to
I'm-
properly explain it, but
What is that meant to be? Because it looked like a. What was that meant to be?
A useless now bow. With the horn thing on it.
Okay.
it was a black banana with a snaggletooth.
Or that.
Bird.
So,
Like a slice of
where, like, if I was drawing the bow, where would this horn be?
The horn would be like where you would be holding an arrow.
Would it impede an arrow?
It's where you would put an arrow. So yes, it would it would be where you would naturally want to be holding the arrow.
Is the horn backwards or forward?
It is facing the direction that you would fire an arrow.
Which direction is that? Is
I'm
it going with?
forwards.
Forwards.
Okay. Okay.
Just out of curiosity, well, first, take off the skis, or that's a full fucking round. 6 seconds. But, I'm going to attempt to launch it. See how that...
Do you have to be proficient with a bow? Are you proficient with a bow?
No, but I'm not aiming at anything.
Really hard
I
to
know,
do.
it's really hard.
Like I can't even get an arrow to fly from them, much less hit something. I've tried, and I can't get it to launch the arrow.
I'm actually fairly decent with bows in real life. I've actually, during, PE in middle school, occasionally they would have, an archery day, and, that was the only day I dressed out for.
Yeah.
And it'd be like,
Dude, I can't even draw
Oh.
this one back really well. I can, but
That's a composite though.
That is.
I can't
You have to
even.
be. You have to be very
We
sharp.
got that-
Oh,
we got
wow.
that at the-
but my
can't pull
character's
that
my
one.
character's not
Oh.
proficient, but he is strong, and this
We
is
got
a
that at the
composite.
Bristol.
But you have to be
$20.
proficient with it too.
I want to not.
I can shoot it. It's not
Cease
one of
can
those
draw
weapons.
it. I can't not.
I get
draw it at
minuses.
all.
I'm launching it out a wall
Yeah.
in a room.
I can't tell how far back I'm
It
supposed to
needs to come
draw.
all the way back.
Yeah,
Your
like
hand
you should be able to.
Your hand should be parallel with your shoulder.
That is how you. Yeah.
Compound bows are hard.
There we go.
Just don't hit yourself in the face.
Yep. And you really need to have.
Watch out for.
Or-
And like I was having to make a fist with my hand, I would
Does
not have
your
been able to
dad
hold
still
an
have his
arrow.
compound bow?
Oh, I can't.
Yeah, if you were to have
Maybe
launched
if I
that
did it-
without gloves,
maybe if I
it would
did
have
it
been
like this.
and
Yeah.
that
If I did it
hurts
like this, I
shit.
could do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, like launching that.
That's a good exercise thing.
Uh-huh.
Just
Just do it with one arm. All right, time to switch.
If it wasn't.
If I had a bow,
hand grip
arrow,
wasn't
and
busted, I would've given it
little
to your dad
archery
for his
targets,
birthday.
I'd love to.
But
shoot 'em.
continue on with your
really cool.
doings. You're gonna try and
That's
fire it.
$25,
I'm going
I tell you,
to try to
man.
fire it
It
at
takes
the wall.
us to a thrift store, we
I
can't help but
mean,
find
if I
shit.
fire it at the ground or
That's where
like
almost
the
all of
wall
my
behind
documents
me,
come
I
from.
don't care.
All right.
I'm just firing it.
So you draw the bow back and you
I'm
just
just
or you
opening.
just loose it. No arrow or anything.
Shell top?
Yes, I try first with just
Yeah.
the horn.
Okay.
Yeah,
As soon
I
as you
can't
loose
draw
the
it
arrow
that way.
and the bow goes forward, the horn launches and embeds itself in the wall. There is also
And,
a thread connecting it to the bow.
oh, never mind. You made a really cool thing.
Judging me. I see.
watch your face.
That has some power to it.
Fred was like, I'm leaving.
Sorry, Fred. I did know what I was doing. It was intentional.
Did you want to show off your proficiency with drawing the bow?
I'm fine. Everyone should know
Not-
I'm
not that
proficient
one.
with everything.
Except for not falling off your car.
That was the wind.
The
A
wind
wind
fell
can't
off
knock
his
you
car.
down. It is if you're
He
box.
felt
Wind
the
can knock you down.
Oh,
Wind
it
has
has
knocked
knocked
me
me
down
down
when I
to
was
and that's
holding
when it's hurt.
anything.
I hit the ground when we took his father home the other night, but that wasn't me. It was the tequila.
The one she didn't fall. The tequila fell.
Tequila made me fall.
Well, it was half a bottle.
only have a bottle of tequila.
Well, I mean, he drank the other half.
It's not like he was sober when he got here.
And he was
That's
not sober
cool.
when he got here.
It hit me in 3 different places.
Yeah.
Yeah, that shit hurts.
That's hence the arm guards.
Yeah.
I can't even get it halfway.
I really well, that's the thing is it gets to a point and then it's easier.
Yeah,
It's
once you
the-
get it past that point,
Mhm.
but I can't even.
It's just really hard to get that past that point while you have an arrow.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like I was saying, I was having to make a
Exactly.
fist to do that. I could not hold that with 2 fingers.
It gets incredibly difficult. Like even with the boffer bow and arrows, you still have to pull back. But then again, though, John Fisherman had he made his for function
On with the game.
and
Sorry
form.
for the distraction.
Oh no, it's fine.
Never
It was,
seen
it was actually a relevant distraction,
Yeah.
so you know.
So I'm going to attempt to loosen the horn.
Yeah, it comes out of the wall. After some work, it's like removing an arrow out of the wall, except this doesn't splinter and crack. It just...
Okay, so yeah, so it would be like an adequate anchor if I was to shoot it into a wall.
Grappling hook style, you're not so sure, because you don't know how strong the thread actually is. It looks like driver web.
Web itself is still strong, but like
And it's drider web at that, so
yeah, I mean,
it holds those things.
I've been able to just play with a single strand of spider web that was hanging in a tree, and like this does not break.
Yeah.
But I'm also going to inspect the indention where the horn was. Was there any
Interesting.
liquids or any?
Oh yeah, you put poison in there too.
I'm also going to inspect the string.
It does not look like there was any poison left by the thing, and the string, it just looks like drider web. Although if you pull it, it definitely seems harder, like more harder to break, I guess. But still, you could probably break it if you pull hard enough.
Oh, the things Bob Short for Robert would do with what you have.
He's got like 3 very large weapons on him now. Oh, well, he does also have a bag of holding.
Yeah, it's like I put them all in there, man.
I have a mace. I didn't even get the silver upgrade. Everybody else
If you
got.
wanted one of the crossbows, that you could have asked for one. I just take. I was
No,
telling
yeah.
him too. Like I just take the loot because everyone's just like those other things, and I'm like,
That's
all right,
That's money
I'm
right
making
there.
bank.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
half of it.
Okay.
And at this point,
So
I can
do
make
you do anything
small
else
magic
with it
items
before
and make
bed?
money too. No, I go to sleep.
Okay, sleep, morning, everyone gets up, does their spell stuff, and you leave this fucking place that you have been in for entirely too long.
Roleplay is necessary. Not all the bullshit was, but yes, roleplay is necessary.
I'm gonna teach Shiana Nikrel and Abyssal today.
You can do 2 now?
Oh yeah, I've been able to do 2 for a while. That's why I've
Remember
been
what
doing
Netro
2.
said about Abyssal?
I didn't say anything about it. He had just dispelled it and wasn't pleased visibly. He also wouldn't be pleased about Infernal or Nikrel.
Well, Infernal is kind of eh. Necrel, yes, definitely. But Infernal is just kind of. It's like
Alright.
it's demons. They're hellhounds. I talk with some of them sometimes. I mean,
I have a cousin who was part hellhound.
I killed him.
Yeah.
So you leave. Where do you go?
Well, I would assume we're going towards the palace then.
Nope. I decided. I'm saying fuck this mission. I'm just gonna walk to the bottom of the continent.
See, that could happen.
It
Not
really
actually.
fucking could.
Yes, it really could. It's just no.
You can be like,
No,
"Alright,
I'm gonna go with a
Narcissus."
guy with a ship that can get us like. This might be treasure, and at the very least, I can use invisibility and go talk with the elf guy in a couple days and see where he wants to go with the destroyed crew. If he wants the ship, cool. I just need to get to the bottom.
Alright, so
Y'all leave?
Yeah, in the direction of the palace.
Alright, the wolf, his wolf, which you still haven't named, has, it leads the way. Shiana's right behind it, because they actually know the way to the palace since they went there.
I'm going to feed my wolf as well before we leave.
Okay.
I'm going to
Myself.
assume Shiana helped herself to some of the drider last night.
Yeah.
I always make something before I go.
Oh, if you're cooking, I'll eat.
Well, I mean, it was just like it wasn't really even cooking. It was just pretty much, a couple chili peppers that I use for fire breath and some staling bread at this point, and some dried meat left over of the last kill. So it's just kind of like a provisioner sandwich. I don't like eating trail rations, so I'm going to eat things I found.
Me either, but
well, I bought those chilies. I would
Did
love
my
to
wolf
find
ever
wild
tell me what
chilies.
its
That would be
name was?
amazing.
Because I have asked it.
I'll bring them back
Or if
and
it
I'll
had a
name
name.
them something after my
You
cat.
didn't really have a name.
As we're walking on ass. Should I name you?
I am Bark.
Or would that be offensive?
It would be a lot easier than calling me Wolf.
because I keep thinking you're saying go swim. And the two are very similar.
So you walk for about 3 or 4 hours. Nothing really comes out at you. The wolves keep you in a pretty much straight direction. You don't really have to take too many turns. At one point, Shiana barks a little bit, and y'all take a curve around something. You're not sure what. She doesn't say unless someone asks.
Ask her, yeah. What was over there?
I don't know. Smelled like a lizard, but a big lizard.
Asking an abyssal buckle.
Okay.
At this point, I just don't care. Like
Yeah.
all these demon and angelic languages. I'm just like
Whatever. I'm a rock. I know the language of the earth.
And I'm fairly good with undercommon or anything that has to deal with mountains. I'm pretty good with.
Yeah.
I mean gnomes
Yeah,
too.
it's
Gnomes and dwarves get
Could learn a few more languages if you wanted to. I think you already know a few.
No, I know like one.
Bob short for Robert. Where's his hand? You shall be named Raphael.
Raphael and Shiana. Okay.
Don't say it like they're a pool, a team, or a pair.
They are similar in that they are both canine forms.
Same powers. Yeah.
Alright, so after about 3 or 4 hours, you do get to the doors to the Marble Palace. There doesn't seem to be a wall of any kind. It's just...
Oh, there's just no walls in this palace. It's just a suspended...
Well, there's not a wall around
oh.
it. You go straight up to the door.
Rolling perception to see if there are any creatures
Okay.
or anything. That's a natural 20.
That is a natural, you don't see anything.
You're no fun anymore.
Do I find anything at all with a natural 20?
He at least gets to... describe just a couple of the doorknobs or something.
Give me something.
Come on, do y'all want the flavor text before you even get in there? What do you want?
Yeah, I peer through the walls.
You stick your... No, what happens... Okay, so you rolled your 20. You walk up to the marble wall. You place both of your hands on it. Rear back. Shove your head through the wall. And say, wow.
And then you realize you don't have dark vision and there are no torches inside.
I cast light.
I don't think
I
would
have
light
that.
be able to generate with
I have light.
Yes, you do, jackass. But you not.
I don't really know you logic. It's magic. It's magic.
You can't cast it from your fucking eyes.
Can you not?
Of course you can.
Can you?
I don't know. It doesn't really specify where the line of sight is from.
What if you don't have hands?
Like fireball shoots the little
Alright,
orb from
That specifies from your finger, yeah, but a lot of them don't. So
There we go. I'm sorry.
I mean,
I
I
now
guess
have,
he could.
I now have my papers out.
He just light.
So you look at the building with your 20 perception. You can see the remains of etchings and architecture long worn down by rain and just being in the forest. But you can see that the building, although it is in a forest and has seen many, many years, it is still immaculately clean, like pure white marble. No real blemishes or anything like that. No holes, no crumbling.
Can I roll to see if
it's a magical building.
What?
Can I roll to know if something's taking
Or
care of it?
Yeah, I was about to say, or there's an upkeeper or a groundskeeper.
What?
Can I roll
Yes.
some? Come on, natural 20 again. Ah, a 10. What would that be added to?
Just perception again. You're
Oh.
making another perception check to see if you see any signs of someone actually upkeeping it.
That's a
Signs
20
such as
overall.
there being no things.
That's a 20 overall.
You don't notice anything other than what I've previously mentioned.
Alright.
What is Jash's reaction to this giant marble building?
That Robert just shoved his head into.
Just a
Uninjured.
thumbs up, that's all she thinks.
Uninjured.
Hopeful. Alright, what?
I'm going to try the door.
It is unlocked.
Okay, I'm going to just open the door.
It opens very, very quietly. Very silently, in fact.
Wait, midway through doing that, I'm going to then step to the side because that's not. This door's not making sound in a jungle. There's something wrong.
No, it's forest that the parable about, not parable. What is that called? What would that be called?
So the door swings open,
Woods, technically.
like you push it and it just kind of swings open really easily and really smoothly, really quietly.
Okay. As it's doing that, I'm going to stand to the side just in case.
You can see inside now. There are windows on the building, so light is kind of getting in. It's still got a little bit of a green glow just because of all the leaves.
So low light.
So kind of low light, kind of not though. It still light seems to be coming from somewhere else. You just can't quite see where from the doorway.
Okay.
It's ominous.
Can Robert take a knowledge arcana check?
You can.
You may want to take a knowledge getting your fucking head out of a wall check.
Also, before I forget, I'm gonna go down to Shiana and say in Abyssal. By the way, remember, if I do cast Shield Other, stay within 40 feet of me. So it lasts for 7 hours, but only if we stay together.
Bark.
13. Do I know what
Well,
Shiana
not
said?
bark,
Do you speak Abyssal? She barked at Abyssal,
Oh. I speak wolf.
but you don't speak Abyssal.
I do not speak Abyssal wolf.
So you do not know what she said.
Now we're just getting into dialects.
I mean, come on now.
Alright.
I like the fact that she barked. It wasn't wolf, though. She barked in Abyssal.
An Abyssal.
Oh yeah, what came out was not bark, it was Wah!
How do you do that
But,
with no lips?
I got a 13.
That's amazing.
You do not, what are you doing?
To know if there's anything
Oh,
magical.
knowledge arcana?
Yes.
You don't notice anything now.
That would be detect
Right,
magic.
Well, then you don't see any effects of spells that you know.
Alright, I'm going to just walk in and
Alright.
cast light.
You're
So
not-
was his head actually in the wall?
Your head's still on the wall.
Because he's gonna have to work.
You
with
still
it.
haven't gotten your head out. That actually, you wanted something, I gave you something. Your head is now inside.
I take my head out of the wall and I walk in.
Okay, there's no hole in the wall that he left.
Oh. I was right!
I guess.
Alright, so you go into the entrance hall. It's
Nice.
decorated with deep purple banners on the walls. The only light is what comes through the
I'm
windows.
marvel at the wall
It's
from.
still somehow bright enough for you to see inside, though, even though it shouldn't be. So there's
Oh.
definitely light coming from somewhere. You just can't. You still can't see where.
Bob is the only one. Bob and the guy are the only one that are like, wow, and we're the rest of the party's like, how the fuck is this wall?
The only thing that you can hear is the party ogling at the wall behind you, and even the jungle sounds behind you seem kind of muted. The air in here is actually kind of cool. It gives you goosebumps a little bit.
It's a magical building.
Yeah. I mean, it's in the jungle and it hasn't and it's not dilapidated. Something has to. It's either upkeep or magic.
You see three exits to the room that you're currently in,
This one happens to be
and
magic.
also two marble spiral staircases
There
going
may be
up
a
to
magic
a walkway
upkeeper.
around,
we haven't dealt with that.
with some more doors leaving. The floor is carpeted, also deep purple.
More doors
I'm going-
leaving on a second floor.
Yes,
So the
There.
floor is carpeted.
floor is carpeted.
I'm going to cut a piece of carpet out with my dagger.
Okay, how big of a piece?
Just a small piece.
You now have a small piece of carpet.
Does anything happen to the carpet?
There's a small hole cut in it now. Because some douche took a dagger to it. I wonder who did that.
Alright.
Fair question, though. Since the wall didn't have a hole in it.
That was a critical shenanigans.
I'm going to take it outside, away from all the flammable things, and try to catch it on fire.
It burns.
Okay.
It's carpet.
It burns.
I was making sure it wasn't magic in any sort of way.
I'm gonna walk inside and cast Detect Magic.
Just in a cone.
Yep.
That's
Kinda
an
looking
easier
around.
way of doing things that I didn't want to go through.
Man, that's too easy. I don't need
I
to
really
detect
hate the spell
magic.
detect magic. I just do. It's so annoying.
Because there's like 3 things in the room.
Well,
Don't you love that it's my stupidest character ever that's ever used the thing that lets you, that relies on a knowledge check too to be able to know more?
Yeah, it's sad. I never use it.
Yeah, none of my other characters ever do too.
I hate it so much because it makes me either GM bullshit to keep things
It's
fun.
unfair. You get
Yeah, I know, but it's more fun for me that way. Y'all knowing information is not fun.
Yeah, too fucking bad, man.
Alright, so you detect... I need to look at the schools of magic.
If it
That's
helps,
part of this.
if it helps you very much, I'm probably not going to make the check to know the school because I'm shit at knowing things.
Yes, but I still have to have it pulled up just in case.
And B, we don't share information in this party, so unless someone else is doing the knowledge arcana check to know what I'm doing, they don't even know I've done Detect Magic, much less me telling them.
Yes, but still.
So there's still going to be most of the people not knowing what's happening.
I tell people what's going on.
It's just no one cares or believes you.
Also, I'm going to appraise the price of the
well,
things.
I believe him. It's just
What thing?
That's what cares over, yeah.
Just general.
No one else
I
believes them,
rolled
then they too would care.
What?
I rolled a 14.
So, price
Just-
what?
Just the carpets, the drapes.
You can tell it was probably very expensive at its time.
So it's not expensive now.
or you could
it's
leave a lot of
carpet and
mechanical
cloth.
things and like physical things at the start of the dungeon where that is usually most likely to occur, and leave the things with stronger magic auras outside the radius.
To be fair, he's made this out to be a kind of receiving way that is climate controlled, so as with permanency spells, so as to be more, accommodating. It makes sense. I know light would be evocation. The temperature would be either.
I'm also just looking at the... Because if you're looking around, I have to make sure I know what is around you in what directions.
Fair enough.
So, because this is a palace. Up is a direction you can look. So is down. I have to know where it is everywhere, and I do know what is everywhere. I just have to make sure that the magic.
I would hope so. You were fate.
Okay.
To be fair, I'm probably not looking straight up or straight down. I'm looking kind of
Yeah,
a
just
wobbling
like
motion.
kind of around, but up and down are still. You can specify if you'd like, and say, "Well, I'm going to look at the ceiling," because if you don't see anything magical in this room,
Yeah.
it's an option. I don't know. Okay, so you do walk in. You to the left. If you look to the left, you do detect some magic coming from that way.
Alright. I'll wait on it long enough to figure out how much and what and such.
I just never like putting it as like a first level spell.
It's not even first level in this game. It's an Orison. It's a Orison or a cantrip. At least it's an Orison for me. It might be a first level as a wizard.
Yeah, I was about to say, I was like, I don't know if I can do that. I know I can. Wizards and maguses can prepare it from memory
Mm-hmm.
without a spell book, but we don't get like it's not a
Yeah.
like if it was that I would take away like days immediate.
Yeah.
And I'd be like,
Yeah,
I'm gonna keep that.
Wizards don't get many great cantrips. The clerics are a lot better off than that because we have create water and light.
Hey man, I still will make use out of the acid splash prestidigitation mage hand.
Oh, prestidigitation mage hand or what? Amazing.
So do you make the
Acid splash. Is
I got
just
a
on my
12.
hand.
and what is the spell
higher
level?
than 12.
It is
It's 10 plus either spell level or double spell level, which means I'm
12?
and maybe with something else in that too. So I
you
either
detect illusion.
okay. That's weird.
To the
Oh, yeah, I guess that could be.
This place isn't
do
actually.
you
nice.
just
It's
go around the walls?
Yeah, I'm not even going around. I'm just from the place I stepped in. I'm doing it quick.
Okay, yeah, you can detect it from that and nothing else.
Okay.
It's a pretty big room. The room you are standing in is 5. This map is to scale, you guys. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. It's about 35 by 35.
Okay.
So it's a pretty large, large entrance hall. Hey Luna. Hey Luna.
Yeah.
You might want to sit up and wake up because this is an actual thing where things can be important.
All the way, guys. Just gonna get some.
Become vertical. It is really hard to fall asleep if you're sitting up.
You should have
I said really hard.
Yeah,
not
he did not
impossible.
say impossible.
It is possible, but it is significantly easier if you're laying down.
Also, I'm going to go and cut video because it's been an amount of time.
Some